Hey everyone, I'm inside the bus this October 30th already, 2025. Looking to see if I can flip this camera, yeah. I pretty well mocked this up and drilled it all out. I want to apologize again because I'm still not real good with the tech. But let me show you what we got going on and covering these wheel wells. I'm going to flip this around. Yeah, flipped, okay. Right here's the wheel well of the bus. And the plan is to make this stand up look like this, which is a mock-up. It's not screwed in yet. I've shared this already. But this is the inner workings of it. And it's carriage bolt down. It's carriage bolt to all the way through the floor. Going to be fired two back here, and the reason for doing that is I didn't want to connect to this. This flexes when you're driving it. That's going to be kind of hard on that wooden box. The first plan was to fasten into that. I got thinking about it, and we all talked about it, and we didn't like it, and no. So as you see, that's the wheel well boxed in, and it's carriage bolted in, and then it has a 2x6 brace that's going to hold this back board in. And I pretty well mocked it all up and drilled it all up in that because I want to show it to you, but I also don't want to make this video too long where it's about exciting as watching paint dry. So let's try this. We're going to flip this over. Oops, I got to turn it around, sorry. Yeah, this is how I had it set up. Doing this one-handed. There we go. Like I said before, I apologize about the shaky camera work, everything else. It's just I really don't got time to edit a lot of video. As I said, I started the one screw already. I pre-drilled this. I really didn't want to say. Let me line this up real quick. I'm just going to set this down. Ah, that's interesting. Here we go. There we go. Oops. So there we go. I got that one lined up. And make sure I got this one lined up. Now you see what I'm saying? It's going to get screwed through the deck into this board instead of the steel right here, so that as you see everything's relieved. That way if the side of the bus flexes a little bit, and there's a 1/4 inch gap right there to allow for a little flex and not be pulling on this whole wood structure. I know they connect the seats to it, but that's steel and it connects over to the floor, and like I said, it's steel, not wood. And I don't know how much this bus will be driven, but if you do, it would be really terrible to take it 10 miles and tear up as much time as put into this wood base. So that's why I decided against it, and we all talked and we agreed to go this route. So with that being said, let me grab the hand screw to make sure we're lined up, which I know we are, but I just want to make sure, because like I said, you wouldn't believe the hours into doing this. But one thing I will say is next time, idea of what we would do, and learned a lot from this project. Took a good little bit. It's nice to have. I'm just turning this by hand to make sure we're starting in. Yeah, we're in. Yep. Alright. Let me set those. Got my other 2 screws. Boom. That we set up. Boy, it's nice to have modern tools. I remember when none of this was possible. I was pretty young, but here we go. And let's grab our screw gun. Here we go. And let me just run that. Okay. Zipped. One thing I learned is to run a little slower and you don't split. A lot of people want to blast everything with a gun, and that ain't how you do it. So like I said, when you got as much time into these, you know, pre-drilling and everything. This little quarter trigger. There we are, she's tight. Shoot that middle one. Kicks. There it is. I've had people laugh at me over that, but I don't know. I'd rather... There's a little twist because I did overtorque it. That sat up nice. That's nice. Let's check that other one. We'll check this other side right here. Yep, she's good and tight. Oh, I got a little twist up on that one. Ooh, that one's coupled. There it is. It's as tight as that needs to be. Yeah, tight enough that it pulled the torque right out of the tool. And there we go, my friends. That is the back brace that will be screwed through those. There will be a spacing put back here, and I'll do a live tomorrow when we're decking it, because that's enough for tonight. It's getting hard to see in here. I mean, I can see, but it's dark underneath the drill. I'm sure the footage isn't the good. It's late, and I'll just start early tomorrow. Blessings to all. I hope this helps anyone who's considering doing a schoolie and maybe feeling a little challenged. It's just amazing what has happened with this whole bus. The wood price in it, here we go, and here come a bulk thing of wood. We made the wood flooring, shiplap, all kinds of stuff out of that same cross brace wood. Let me show that wood right there. That's the same wood. That's a piece of wood that didn't get shiplapped. It got straight edged, and I figured that's oak. And I just figured to use that for the back brace to tie into. The wood itself will have this for a support as well, but that's solid as solid can be anyways. But like I said, it has the metal brace in here for the solid too. We just didn't want to tie into it. If this side of this wall ever goes back and forth, would hate to have it tear up the wood. That's all. And with that being said, blessings to all, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll cap this off. It'll be like that with screws in it. And other thing I figured out is how to have an even center right here. And because I'm working with wood, nothing's totally perfect because I bolted to these and I didn't get a belt sander out. That part I didn't do. What I'm trying to say is I didn't build this box first. We cut the pieces, stained them up, and put it all together. Some people would have built the boxes, but I didn't know how those braces, how these braces right here that are attached to the floor were gonna come out. I had to drill them, put them to the floor, and then put the box up again against it. So I didn't want to build the box before we had the braces in it. So let me show you right here if we can see it. Yeah. Wow, it's a lot better through this camera than it is. So as you see, it's carriage bolt. It's got Loctite drying on it now. It's carriage bolt to both sides with the brace, with the wood. And it's also fired, right? And that means screwed, when I say fired, to this brace. And one more time, I hope this helps anybody doing a schoolie. The only other thing I could suggest, I wanted this wide as possible to get through. You could have did this in front of this, made this about another inch wider out, and you could have did the same thing to the front. I didn't see the need to do it. I think it's strong enough because I traded it off for a wider galley to get through. And keep in mind, there will be a removable pedestal in the middle of this that'll make this go all the way across to throw a day bed on. I'm going to put a futon on it for a little bit, but the futon goes from wheel well to wheel well. It'll actually fit, but I want that removable center. And I think the video is long enough.